I'm Fred Talbert, the chairman of the Board of Governors, and I'm most privileged to welcome all of you to the opening of the 45th meeting of the board. And we have a very exciting program. Tonight we are simply going to celebrate the University of Haifa, and to all of you who have come, a most warm welcome, especially to our governors, because this is our board meeting, but also to distinguished guests. I think the best speeches are the shortest. No one has ever complained about that. So I'm not going to say anything. I'll save it for tomorrow morning, which will be short also, I promise. And Ron, I don't know how short you're going to be, but I am most happy. Benny, we need to have a picture of you and Ron, okay? Together. All right. So without further ado, there's no real need to introduce our energetic, creative, hardworking president who is now celebrating his almost a complete year. You were inaugurated at the end of September, beginning October, and the year has been exciting. That, I believe, is the correct and accurate description of this first 9 months. You've given birth to a very robust and happy baby. And without further ado, kindly come forward.
Wow, this is my first BOG appearance as president. Thank you all for coming. I'm just delighted to be here, and I'm delighted to see you all, and we're going to have a ball over the next few days. We will describe a strategic plan that I think the university has never had. It involves expansion in any dimension that you can think of: territorial, academic, global, and we'll be talking about that quite a lot as we move along. None of this could have been done by myself, of course. This is a plan that has been done with a great team. The great team, first and foremost, is comprised of our wonderful rector over here, Gustavo Mesh, who's sitting with us, our extremely fantastic deans that we have here. Both Gustavo and I have amazing staff. I'm running out of words here to describe the people that we work with. They're just really a very special bunch of people. And thanks to them, we'll be able to present to you a strategic plan which I don't think the university has ever seen, beginning tomorrow, and especially on Wednesday when we present the plan in all its beauty and all its wonder. But tonight, we're also celebrating the opening event of this wonderful Board of Governors meeting, and it was our conference on national resilience. And even though I did not have the opportunity to actually participate, I've been reading the reports that have been coming out almost hourly through social media. And I know that for the vast amount of discussions today, the report was very positive, that beyond the white noise, Benny and I were discussing this before, beyond that layer of white noise, which suggests to you that everything is terrible and the country's on the verge of some terrible collapse or catastrophe. Some very important events are happening here, long-term sociological events, of which we are part here at the university. We see ourselves here as pivotal players in expanding the middle class in Israeli society, which is probably the most important thing to come out of this conference, that people from various backgrounds who perhaps in the past saw themselves as not really belonging to society, now see themselves as part of Israeli society, see themselves as Israelis, irrespective of their background. This is not to diminish or belittle any of the issues that, of course, challenge us as we move forward, but it is nevertheless a very positive sign of which we're all quite aware right now. I think this is an opportunity to introduce you, Benny. Lieutenant General Benny Gantz, who was the Commander-in-Chief of our armed forces until very recently, and is a graduate of this university. I should mention, for those of you who do not know, that the National Defense College has part of its program takes place here at Haifa, as does the Naval College and other major Army programs here. It is a great delight to have you here with us, Benny. And I wonder if you would be prepared to give us a few remarks to this group here. We'd be very happy to hear you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the nice introduction and for being able to be here tonight. Dear guests, professors, cadre of the university, I've heard somewhere that universities are places with lots of knowledge because every student comes, leaves something there and go away. So I want to bless basically the students here, which I see some, and welcome you as well. I think that you are as important in this place, and you are more the future of this place than as the future of this place as so many others. So I want to thank you so very much as well. It's a pleasure to be here in this beautiful tower, who's taking advantage of 30 floors high up from a mountain. So it makes it really impressive. I think it has been 15 years since I've been in this tower. Professor Yaniv, late Professor Yaniv, taught me here. And I remember the University of Haifa as a good place. I'm sure that you have changed the curriculum in so many areas. I hope you did. And I think you should. And I believe that the only right balance that academic institutions should have is what stays the same in terms of core values, aspect of studying, etc., and what you change, because time is moving on and you need to change and you need to update yourself. So if the combination between serious studies and new content comes up along the years, I think it is very important. So definitely it's a good university, but I also think it's an important university for the fact that it has a unique population of different Israelis, not only Israelis, and the fact that it's in Haifa and actually has impact on the northern part of Israel as much as it has impact on other issues. So I want to thank you for what you have given me. I want to thank you for what you are giving to the current generation who studies here. When I look at Israel's national priorities, if I can put it this way, and I've said it before in uniform, so I can repeat it when I'm out of uniform. Education comes first, infrastructure, national infrastructure comes second, justice and internal security come third, social fair comes fourth, and security comes fifth, or defense, let's put it this way. It has to do nothing with money, because F-35 costs as much as F-35 cost, but in other aspects of national priorities, definitely education should be there up front and very up high. And I'm glad to see it, because that will be the only thing that will actually shape our future, is having the right education systems and the right education content, and that will only happen if the good people will be here, just as it is in the University of Haifa, and it will happen with the support that the University of Haifa gets. And this is where the game of Board of Governors and others are supporting the university, which is of course very important. So I want to thank you so very much for doing it. I want to apologize for not staying with you for the entire evening and the delicious dinner that you're going to have, because I have other things that I've committed myself to tonight. But I just wanted to take a few minutes and say thank you so very much. You are doing something important. You are doing something important. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Would anyone else like to say anything? Bon appetit.
The reason I came is to make sure that the people who are living here are paying taxes. Not paying only, but paying it promptly on time. Thank you very much for coming here, backing the university, which is very dear to us. And if you don't know yet, this is the only university in the world which was established by a municipality. And we are very, very proud about that. But I must confess that under the presidency of our friend, this is the first time that the university recognizes the city. Because, נכון? Last week I came to the president's office and we agreed that the Faculty of Law is moving to the port campus next to the port of Haifa and is the city is going to allocate a building. We have buildings down there, and the reason that we have buildings because I'm absolutely sure that you remember that once Israel was a British mandate, and the British reclaimed the land downtown, and all the buildings which were built on this reclaimed land belonged to the municipality. And one of the buildings we are going to allocate to the university in order that the Faculty of Law will be there and will get connected in a way to the court, to the district court, which is not far away from there. And this is going to give to the faculty a special dimension. I know about this a bit because I'm a lawyer. I graduated the University of Jerusalem because those days there were only one Faculty of Law, which was situated in Jerusalem. Thank you for coming to Haifa. Haifa is the most beautiful city in Israel, definitely so. When I'm mouthing it out and the audience is clapping, I'm getting tomorrow a telephone call, a very angry telephone call from the mayor of Jerusalem. He says, my city is the most beautiful, so we compromised. Jerusalem is the most beautiful city in the world, but in Israel it's Haifa. So my request is, take your time, wander around. You will see that there are not any longer remnants from the big fire we had only half a year ago, because we are planting trees, big trees, graduated trees all over, in order to recover this fire, which was a terrible experience to us. Please come, go around and see the city is in a very rapid development. Today we have the highest number of inhabitants ever, and 2 universities, 10 colleges, and a huge high-tech park, which grew up in the last 10 years from 80,000 square meters to 400,000, and we are still working and building and expanding. Thank you very much for coming. Don't forget, every day think about the university, support the university, and I'll check on it.